Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Walk and Roll Away Wednesday, and I am the goddess of radical self love. And this is MECA, Make Everyone Count Always. We are a support network for radical self love and self care and master manifesting. Thank you so much for your comments, likes, and shares and subscriptions. Just hit the bell and the thumbs up. Please, 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 please. So, well, I guess it doesn't matter that much since this is my last week on the free version. So, and as you all know who have, just one sec, our community here at MECA, Make Everyone Count Always, values and supports our community's most vulnerable, care receivers, and those who care for them. When our community's most vulnerable and those who care for them feel valued and supported, the rest of us are assured we will be valued and supported as well. So, the reason being, of course, is that they are the ones who are struggling the most, right? So, our care receivers and caregivers. So, there's not enough help. There's not enough care receivers, and the ones who are, or caregivers, sorry, there's lots and lots of care receivers, and every day, every single day, we're gaining 10,000 individuals who are turning 65. I know it doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but the thing is, because we're growing, we're aging, staying older, getting older, right? As old as we possibly can keep these bodies going, right? As many years as possible. It actually prolongs the dying period for the body, unless you are a very strong, advocate for your own body, right? You eat right, you work out, you do all these things perfectly, and it still doesn't mean that something won't happen. Chances are, once you reach 65, you will end up having something happen within the next 10 years, right? Aging process. So we're keeping people alive longer, but we're dying longer, basically. So I'm sure that once people understand how valuable their bodies really are and can see that if they're going to live longer, that they need to actually take care of themselves, or else they're going to end up needing a caregiver. Anyway, it's going to get completely out of control. It already is. It's a crisis already, but I will be working on that after all this other stuff. I mean, I am working on it still. It's just on pause in that area. But I did go and volunteer my time with the kids at Camp MASH yesterday, and we did put ourselves in our eggs, right? So our center, and blocked everything around us out, and went through the breathing bracelets and how to use them. I felt really bad because when I got there, I was super jittery because I had just driven, 4 hours. So I was just and I woke up at 4 in the morning. So then in the middle of the guided meditation, I had an allergy attack and my eyes just started, like some of you who have seen some of the videos know that happens sometimes. My allergies are just out of control. But it went really well, and a lot of the kids said thank you, and I got some really nice compliments from the directors about what the kids had said and how cool it was and how they can't wait to go and do it on their own now. And so, yeah. Now I am tearing up, not because of allergies. So it was special. So, sorry. They love their bracelets, so that made me happy. And hopefully, I can talk to the directors and see about maybe next year teaching, like having a longer period, or maybe I get a come a couple days so that I can teach about crystals. And I understand like some people think it's against their religion, but it really, their religion, the thing is, it's like every single thing holds energy, right? And I can even tell them the composition of the crystals. And um it's whatever you believe either way. But um if there's a possibility of someone gaining relief in their life, um then we should help find that relief, whatever means, right? In my view. So, whatever. So, walk and roll away Wednesday. Oh, let's go to, just so you know, because this is my last week, I will, since I missed yesterday's meditation, I'm going to do it later after I mow the lawn and do some work. But um, I just want to be more like, I don't know. I feel like I'm always real, but somebody questioned it this last weekend, and it had me really thinking, like, basically, like, what are you selling, right? And what he thought I was selling was much different than what, I don't know, than what I'm selling. No matter what. There's no question about it. And I just, you know, or that I am playing a character, so I kind of feel like when I start the whole intro, like I could just record that and be done with it, so I can just be myself after, and I realize there's a whole schedule to everything. But I still feel like I've really been myself, like shared myself. Thank you. So, anyway, maybe part of it is because he was seeing what he wants to see, because I really do think that's what it really is. So, whatever you're seeing that you think I'm trying to sell is what you think I'm trying to sell, but maybe not necessarily what I'm trying to sell out of your perception. So, what am I trying to sell, right? Well, right here, I'm trying to sell a community that believes in each other and supports each other. I would say that's all I'm trying to really sell right now on here until I get some of the merchandise made. But I've been so busy with iBod, so everything kind of stopped with Goddess of Radical Self-Love. But I'll make my own merchandise to sell on there too, so. And the pay version of of the YouTube, right? Anyway, let's go on. I pulled our card already, because I felt like I needed the angels to help, from Debbie Malone. And we'll talk about the help in a minute. Why I need help. Why I always need help. I do always need help. That's why I have so many guides around me. So, Let me show you this. And it's like pretty impressive exactly what I need right now, but maybe you do as well. I mean, she has direction, right? In her suit, all ready for work. Feathers, divine, family, home, knows the right direction, has enough abundance, you know, sustainability, angel of balance, her cocktails are balanced. Her food is balanced. She knows where she's going. Online is balanced, right? Your angel of balance is here to help calm and still your mind and to assist you in regaining the balance in your life. Is the issue you are worrying about due to friends or family members putting you off balance by pulling you into their own issues? Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I always say that, but you have no, just wait till you hear what we're going to talk about for Walk and Roll Away Wednesday. It's ridiculous. I can't just make this shit up. So, if the situation concerns a decision within your own personal life, sit back and take the time to review the current issue. Write a list separating the for and against considerations regarding the decision you are struggling with. Next, take your time in deciding what direction feels right for you. Focus on the decision that allows you to feel the most balance and calmness in your life. Once you have reached this decision, surrender any worries you have to your angel of balance, and she will take care of the finer details of your decision. Be safe in the knowledge that you have made the right decision, and you will begin to feel that your life is back in balance and on the right track. Affirmation for the day. I am balanced and grounded. I am balanced and grounded. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. I am balanced and grounded. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. Yeah, keep it in your mind, like I will. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. Yeah, I should have a tattoo like that. It looks like it, right? I mean, the angel of balance, she's doing the same pose as we do when we're pulling down the light for our clearing. See? Look. Wait, sorry, that's not where the camera is. See? Her hands and the wings. Well, those of you who have done the chakra cleanse with me know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, you can join me later on today. Even though it's not Self-Transcendence Tuesday. Yeah. I did my own meditation. I just told you guys that. So, this is my day. Yes, I am stressed. And I shouldn't be because everything is going really well. Okay? Everything's on track with iBob, right? There's a couple glitches on my end, MECA's end. I mean, I wouldn't say glitches. Like, they have a certificate that will work, but I wanted to have our logo on it, so I sent them an email, but if I was just focused on MECA, then it would have all that stuff. Everything would be perfect. It'd probably be way better than it is right now, even. But I've been focusing on, iBody, and I made a commitment to keep doing the vlogging. Luckily, I, you know, did, because now we're adding it to the site. And, um, yeah, I thought of a great idea for it last night, too. Because really, now with iBod, I feel like we're selling love, like, so it's kind of cool uh, that I went from walking away from what I thought wasn't love, to for building something out of love for all these caregivers and care receivers, right? And then I really focused on loving myself, because that's what I needed through the whole process, all of it. And then end up now building something for people to find love. To me, it's really like, really. um, but you all know in the process, it's been very difficult, and at times, just to build my strength and my character and my virtues, I believe anyway. So when everything is flowing in the exact perfect way it's supposed to, so that it runs through my bank account, I will be prepared always to make the right decisions for the right reasons, based on all the lessons of the wrong choices I made and why. And then on the flip side, others, right? And it seems, I think that once you start identifying the real issues, you kind of see how much the issues all have in common for me. And so, for some reason, I kept getting told gaslighting, gaslighting. And I remember it from school, obviously, from psychology, and that's what my degree is in. And I studied it quite a bit, and I don't know why. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just starts popping in my head. Gaslighting. This is gaslighting. I'm like, what? And I mean, to save other people face, I don't always talk specifically about people or specifically about issues, because anyone could trace it back to that person. And even if they're making, from my call, bad choices concerning me, I really don't, like I said yesterday or on Monday, that some people are only in your life to learn a lesson from some people for a short time. And it doesn't mean that they're not gonna trample all over your shit just because the universe knows that you can handle it. And it's just another lesson for you. And until you stop allowing people to treat you that way, allowing them, like, right off the bat, then you're going to keep on calling them in, right? I mean, you need to make a choice, basically. Do you want to be a healer and deal with this, right? Or do you want to just focus on and healing you and worrying about you, right? Making a real conscious decision about where you're spending your energy and who you're spending your energy on. What is the most important to you? Yes, I am talking to myself. This is like the messages that I'm getting. So it's like I don't I don't know if you need them, but I need them. And they're saying you need them too. So it's as a conduit, since I can say this still, and I won't on my other show. Shh. I don't know why I can't. But as a conduit, sometimes I have to work through certain things that you would have to work through, and that's why I'm guided to work through them. I've I've worked through a lot already. But that's why the same situations can keep on popping up, and I can laugh at them now and know exactly what they are instead of getting so drawn into it. Although when you're really tired, that's why, like, I keep on saying self-care is the most important thing you can do. It's the most important before anything else, right? Because if you're not caring for yourself first, you're going to get drawn into these situations. Like, sometimes you just have to work with these people, and no matter what. And so understanding what's going on is going to help you, and being able to just at least understand what's going on without being able to take it personally. But like I said, if you're really tired, if you're really hungry, if if you are not in a balanced position going in, it's going to be very hard to control not being pulled in personally. So yeah, trying to make sure that, like, let's just say, for instance, yesterday, since I drove basically an entire day and did a meditation before I ever got home to start working, probably shouldn't do conference calls that same day, right? So, just saying. All right. I wanted to go over this 11 warning signs of gaslighting because I kept hearing gaslighting, and this is from Stephanie A. Sarkis, Dr. Stephanie A. Sarkis, from Psychology Today. 11 warning signs of gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic used to gain power, and it works well too. And it can happen anywhere. And really, I would say in here they refer to the one who's being gaslighted or lit as a victim. And I would just say it's a misappropriation of energy. So you both share the energy and one pulls it instead of sharing it, right? And they might then throw it back at you in some weird way, in dark energy, right? So it's really about somebody trying to steal your energy, like pulling it from you. And that, I mean, it really is stealing your energy. So gaslighting is a tactic in which a person or entity, in order to gain more power, makes a victim question their reality. It works much better than you may think. And questioning the reality can be something really small, like small things over and over, to just chipping away at your balance. Anyone is susceptible to gaslighting, and it is a common technique of abusers, dictators, narcissists, and cult leaders. I would also say really well, I'll just read on. You can fill in the blank for anyone. It is done slowly so the victim doesn't realize how much they've been brainwashed. For example, in the movie Gaslight 1994, a man manipulates his wife to the point 1944, sorry, where she thinks she's losing her mind. In my book, Gaslighting, Recognizing Manipulative and Emotionally Abusive People and Break Free, detail how gaslighters typically use the following techniques. 1, they tell blatant lies. You know it's an outright lie, yet they are telling you this lie with a straight face. Why are they so blatant? Because they're setting up a precedent. Once they tell you a huge lie, you're not you're not sure if anything they say is true. Keeping you unsteady and off kilter is the goal. Unbalanced. Chip, chip, chip. They deny they ever said something, even though you have proof. You know they said they would do something. You know you heard it. But they out and out deny it. It makes you start questioning your reality. Maybe they never said that thing. And the more they do this, the more you question your reality and start accepting theirs. And it's not always like they'll outright deny it. They just won't. They'll always like they'll skirt around it. Like I don't know how to explain it right now. They'll say like they didn't know what you meant and all these like different ways of getting out of it, basically. They use what is near and dear to you as ammunition. They know how important your kids are to you, and they know how important your identity is to you. So those may be one of the first things they attack. Anything you feel strongly about. If your kid if you have kids, they tell you that you should not have those kids. They tell you you'd be a worthy person if only you didn't have a long list of negative traits. They act like they they attack the foundation. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me today. I've been doing this like it's Mercury retrograde is done. I mean it's shadow period still, but I too much on my mind. Got my mind on my money. They attack the foundation of your being. They wear you down over time. This is one of the insidious things about gaslighting. It is done gradually over time. A lie here, a lie there, a snide comment every so often, and then it starts ramping up. Even the brightest, most self aware people can be sucked into gaslighting. It is that effective. It's the frog in the frying pan analogy. The heat is turned up slowly so the frog never realizes what's happening to it. And you know what? I had to finally say to someone recently, I literally don't believe a word you say. So they could understand that I'm not going to be one of their people they steal energy from. However, what's funny is now they're going back and we'll keep reading. I'm not gonna do it. We'll see when I get done if I'm gonna talk about it anymore. But their actions do not match their words, for sure. That's like one of the biggest ones. Their actions don't match their words. I mean, big talkers, big talkers, right? When dealing with a person or entity that gaslights, look at what they are doing rather than what they are saying. I mean, you should probably do that with anybody, but whatever. What they are saying means nothing. It's just talk. Up, 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 up. What they are doing is the issue, which is nothing. Or what they're doing is talking trash behind your back and still not doing anything, right? They throw in positive reinforcement to confuse you. Great job on that. This person or entity that is cutting you down, telling you that you don't have value, is now praising you for something you did. This adds an additional sense of unease. You think, well, maybe they aren't so bad. Yes, they are. This is a calculated attempt to keep you off kilter and, again, to question your reality. Also, look at what you were praised for. It's probably something that served the gaslighter. Mm-hmm. Maybe they said they were going to do something and didn't get it done, and you got it done, and so they told you great job about it, right? Or they want to impress the boss or the parent. Maybe there's a parent involved, like maybe it's kids and they're gaslighting. One of them's a gaslighter, right? So there's ways to suck up to other people just by giving the person that they're gaslighting compliments, because then it looks like the other person, if they come back and say something, is what? Well, I have always supported her. I don't know what she's talking about. She's crazy. 7, they know confusion weakens people because we get exhausted from the bullshit, right? If you're always questioning, it's like strains your brain. Gaslighters know that people like having a sense of stability and normalcy. Their goal is to uproot this and make you constantly question everything. And humans' natural tendency is to look to the person or entity that will help you feel more stable. And that happens to be the gaslighter. Oh, just kidding. And I'm not trying to be mean to men at all. Actually, in my meditation yesterday, we went and talked to the stingrays and how we chose the boys to feed over the girls because the girls were pushy. And the boys were so happy to finally be noticed because they're always left out. I love my boys. So, that's not what this is about. What I'm talking about right here, person or entity that will help you feel more stable. Just because of the way our society is, I'm sorry. It's been for so many centuries, right? That the man takes care of the women, right? So even when you're in the company of 2 or 3 women and there's a man who doesn't know who doesn't know as much as the women, only like this much, right? And that's all he can do even. He will be the one to make some of these women feel more stable. Just because he's a man. Not because he's smart. Not because he knows what he's doing. Just because he's a man. It's bullshit. But, it's been centuries since this has been going on, and so it's programmed into our brains. And we have to unprogram that. I'm not being sexist. I'm being balanced. It's about balance, equality. That's it. 8, they project. They are a drug user or a cheater, yet they are constantly accusing you of doing that. This is done so often that you start trying to defend yourself and are distracted from the gaslighter's own behavior. And some people, at their lowest points, if you're a codependent, and they've whittled away at your ego so much. And you've heard how you're a liar, and you've heard how you're a cheater. And so you're like, fuck it. Right? And so you actually, in so many ways, can become exactly who they're telling you are because you become brainwashed. And it can happen really quickly over a short period of time. It doesn't need to take a long period of time. I mean, it could happen within a week on a camping trip or whatever, right? However long it takes to reel you in. They try to align people against you. And this happens all the way through. Especially, well, family, friends, co-workers. And I mean, if they're doing it to you, they're probably doing it to other people in other areas of their life. They probably have multiple people they're doing it with. So, they're professionals. Gaslighters are masters at manipulating and finding the people they know will stand by them no matter what. And they use these people against you. They won't even let you make oftentimes a real relationship with somebody else because they know, that it would come back to bite them in the ass. Not with the people that are closest to them, right? Not with the ones that are most important. And they might even act like a totally different person around the people you know. They will make comments such as, this person knows that you're not right, or this person knows that you're useless too, or this person knows you're a bitch, or this person knows you're a right? Whatever. Keep in mind, it does not mean that these people actually said these things. A gaslighter is a constant liar. Mm-hmm. And cheat. And cheat. They will take the easy route, which means a lot of times they won't even do the work themselves. They'll find the work done and use it, or somehow get somebody else to do it. They just act like they have all their hands in all these places, but it's really just like a puppet master. It's not really doing anything, right? When the gaslighter uses this tactic, it makes you feel like you don't know who to trust or who to turn to, and it leads you right back to the gaslighter. And that's exactly what they want. Isolation gives them more control. They tell you or others that you are crazy. This is one of the most effective tools of the gaslighter because it is dismissive. The gaslighter knows if they question your sanity, people will not believe you when you tell them that the gaslighter is abusive or out of control. It's a master technique. And like I said earlier, because we have so much programming in our brains to think a certain way, even if a woman knows you're right and you're another woman, they still might take his side just because he's the man. Yep. Even if they only know this much. They tell you everyone else is a liar. By telling you that everyone else, your family, the media, is a liar or against you in some way, right? That other people are trying to get to you in one way or another, right? It's like making you feel in some ways that nobody is out like for you. Nobody is your real cheerleader. They're all just like either crazy or they want something from you, like sex, right? Or, in some way they're using you, right? Or they're crazy. Or because why would they want to be around you? Why would they want to believe in your product or your whatever? So that is it. So my walk and roll away Wednesday is to walk and roll away from gaslighters and or their tactics. And I think the best way to not play into their tactics is literally by shunning them in some way. I mean, you can love them, but I mean, in your heart, the being, but you don't have to love the bullshit, right? And you don't need it. So if you have to deal with the person, make your interactions very goal directed and nothing. Don't even respond to anything they say that's personal, either for you or for them, right? Even if, let's say, they had a project due, right? And they went in the hospital. You don't know if they really went because everything they say is a lie. So they don't get their work done. Or you look at it and realize this is somebody else's work, right? Or whatnot. If it's not your problem, don't make it your problem. Just let it go. Whosever problem it is needs to deal with the problem. Unless you're the boss. Then you have to deal with the problem. So it's up to you how you deal with that problem, but chances are gaslighters are always going to be gaslighters. But I'm not buying their bullshit anymore, so walking and rolling, walking and rolling, walking and rolling. I'm walking and rolling. I'm walking and rolling. I'm walking and swimming. I'm walking and flying. I'm walking away from the gaslighters. So I love you all. I will see you later at the meditation. And yeah, see you tomorrow too for the self. I was gonna say, yeah, self transcendence. Tuesday self transformation. But we missed it. So I love you all. Thank you so much for staying with me and being a part of my Walk and Roll Away Wednesday. Yes. Oneness. Ciao, ciao for now.